Hi and welcome to the Art of Tarot and to your March 2025 readings. This is a little intro to sum up everything you need to know before we get to start the reading. You can also click directly into your reading in the timestamps if you don't have time for this little introduction. I am Stephanie Kosher. I am an artist, a musician, and also your favorite tarot card reader. And I do readings in a way that is a little more psychological than it is esoteric, but I do use the Western astrology system and the tarot system, of course, to gain more insight, maybe a little guidance, maybe a little inspiration for a situation that we're struggling with, or just, for an input that we want to have as a little bit of a spiritual push forward. I do use astrology, as I mentioned, Western astrology. I don't believe in astrology. I do not believe in astrology, is how I always like to say, but it is a very helpful and interesting medium and tool to gain more insight and to go a little deeper in the interpreting of the cards. Also, it really is important in the tarot card system because historically the tarot cards are connected to the astrological system, so we want to take advantage of that. In the first part of the reading, you will see a general energy that I'm talking about. In the second part of the reading, there is a relationship dynamic. So if you are struggling with relationships or you want to have a little more answers, this could be every relationship. It doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It can also be any other relationship in your life that might be challenging or might be a little confusing. So we're gonna remind ourselves how to maybe deal with the situation with the help of the cards. And that's basically it. Check out my description box. Please subscribe to this channel. Give me a like, give me a comment if you enjoy these videos. I'm also mainly an artist and a musician, and I do all types of different creative things. So if you're interested in the big picture and all the other things that I'm doing next to this channel, then you can go to my website, you can go to my description box, you can go to my Instagram, of course, and see more of all the things I'm doing there. So enjoy your reading. Thank you so much for being here. These readings are separated into the different zodiac signs. So whatever you are identifying with is how I like to say it. It doesn't have to be your sign, but if you're feeling like a Leo today, then watch the Leo reading. If you're feeling like your sun sign, moon sign, ascendant, whatever, rocks your boat. So just go to where it draws you and enjoy a little message that might bring you further. I hope this is helpful, and I hope you enjoy, and I hope I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Hi and welcome to this Aries March 2025 reading. This can be accurate for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, or any other Aries identifying people or placements. So let's go right into it and not waste too much time. General energies for Aries. The Knight of Cups, beautiful. The Seven of Wands and the Strength card. And wow, the Six of Wands. Wow, so this is a very fiery reading here, Aries, for you. We do have to mention maybe that first of all in March, Sun is entering your sign, and then we have a Venus retrograde in your sign. So this is a thing that is most definitely happening here. And it's beautiful because we have this water energy here combined with the fire, which would be the Knight of Cups. And this is pretty much talking about Aries in Venus. So it's about the emotional realm, the beauty, the love, and the Aries fiery energy. So we're really trying with the Knight of Cups to balance out and evolve when it comes to our emotional life, and we kind of become grown-ups when it comes to our emotional reactions, our emotional life. So with the Knight of Cups, we've learned how to be aware of our emotions, how to handle them, how to control them, and how to still not dismiss them. We've mastered certain dynamics, inner dynamics. So that's a beautiful thing. The Knight of Cups is also the artist, the therapist, the creative person, the musician. You know, it's like all these professions. So if you want to tap into or channel those sides of your personality, that would be a good time right now. You can really find a lot of inspiration within your own emotional world, inner world, and also bring it out as a gift. It's a nice illustration here too, with the knight handing out this cup, and it's also a card that is connected to Cancer. So if you're having any Cancer placements, that could be also an indicator. We do have a 7 of Wands here. This is also the Knight of Cups has, of course, established himself to have good boundaries, because when you are an emotionally evolved person, you've probably established some boundaries with other people. You've probably also established standing up for yourself, also maybe defending your wins and your victories, which would be here the 6 of Wands. And it's very interesting that we have both of these cards, because as you can see, the 7th wand here is really defending those 6 wands behind. So this is the victory we've gained. We've won. We did accomplish something for ourselves, and here's the moment where we are also learning how to defend what we've fought for, maybe. So this is really about boundaries and about also telling people off, telling people no, not letting people overstep or be rude or be disrespectful, really, and really believing also in our own abilities and in our own efforts. It's not necessarily, it could be a little prideful, but it's not in a bad way. So we've just learned to allow also ourselves to be successful, really, and to feel good about it. With the Lust card, we get a much stronger drive here forward. It's a much more primal, animalistic drive that stems out of this. So maybe now that we've established this very controlled situation where we set those boundaries, maybe we've given ourselves so much emotional security that now we can really let the beast, the animal, come out and feel and go into beast mode, I want to say. And this is of course the feminine beast energy, the feminine also sexual energy, and it is basically just a very primal drive for survival and for creation. So it's a sexual drive, yes, but it's a creative force, and it's also a creative force that knows how to still be all encompassing love, which is very, very interesting card in the Crowley deck when you go really deeper into it. So when you go really reflect on this card in the Crowley description and what he's writing about, it's very, very deep. This card is very deep. It's a lot about, it's ultra feminine, all embracing love by being fully open for the whole creative, intense process of creating life. So it is a card of also no restrictions in a way. It's interesting because here we have the boundaries and here the boundaries really go. We really lose them. But it's not something that is destructive, it's very constructive. So it's very magical to be all embracing and to be all receptive, and at the same time it's the ultimate control. It's very intense, this card. When you really, if you are really deeper into the tarot and you want to read about it, this is super fascinating, this whole symbolism, and it goes much deeper than that. But yeah, anyway, we could talk about this forever and ever, and I'm working on a course, and I'm working on a workshop where people can, maybe, if they're interested, be part of learning the deeper layers of the cards. But yeah, let's move on. We have a lot of primal force here. I want to say primal force that is really moving us forward by embracing all the things, really all the things, all the connections, all the interactions, all the intimacies, all the it's very dense. As you can see also, this card is very dense. The way it's drawn, and it's the way it's illustrated. And you have these different, it would be too much, I cannot go into it. I will maybe do a video about this card, because it's very there's a lot of layers to it, let's put it that way. All right, so maybe you're dealing with a Leo. Could very well be. We have Leo, Leo, Leo. So we have Leo here 3 times, which is very there is a magic component to it, because we have 3, 3, 3. This is a number 7, also a number 11. So we have another 7. This is a very mystical reading. It's a very deeper, tapped in reading, if you know what I mean. It's not so much a psychological reading. So we are really tapping into mystic energy. All right, so when it comes to relationships, this other person, oh man, we have a Knight of Wands. This can be any relationship. It doesn't have to be romantic, by the way. The Knight of Wands could be a fire sign. Leo. We have Leo very prominently here. Sagittarius or another Aries. Something's hiding from this person. Maybe you're hiding something from this person. Knight of Wands in the reverse is giving player energy in general, but it can also just be a person who doesn't know how to act, is hesitant to act, is unsure about acting, is unsure what they want in general, doesn't have to do anything with us or our behavior. It could, in this case, have something to do with our behavior, because maybe we're not showing this person who we are, so therefore they don't know how to act. It could be a sense of having boundaries, which is not necessarily a bad thing. Of course, it can make a person very curious, sexually curious. A Knight of Wands is most definitely sexually curious, either way, if he's upright or in the reverse. We just don't know if he's sexually serious. With the last card, we absolutely know how to handle this type of energy, and probably maybe you've already seen it coming, and therefore you're keeping things a little closed off or a little more reserved. But let's see what you're not showing. Oh, okay. I mean, it's also that you're undecisive. Well, I mean, there we have it. You know, it's like a stalemate type of thing. Just that you might be more distanced emotionally. This person might feel a little closer to you than you feel to them. But there is no real decisiveness towards a situation here. It is also more about physical attraction, which I was thinking, or passion, with all this fire energy here. There is no earth, which I don't necessarily love about this, because it's just all, you know, a lot of intensity, but not necessarily anything that's grounding that intensity. Oh, something else. All right. Yeah, I mean, Aries, quite honestly, we want to make sure that we're not just, you know, having connections out of loneliness or whatever. If you want to do that, then fine. Just know what it is, you know, just be aware, be conscious. It's not about, you know, pointing the finger or telling you like, don't do this or that. It's just, just be aware what it is, you know. With a Hermit in the reverse, we might know this is not the wisest thing to do. We might know we feel a little lonely maybe, and that's why we are engaging with this type of behavior, or we need some validation or what have you, you know. It seems like this person also needs validation, by the way. Still, we're trying to, and this is, I think maybe this is really more like happening from a distance. Maybe you're not even talking to this person. You know, maybe this person is just bringing up those feelings. Maybe you're not even, maybe you're not acting after those impulses, but they're there. Because with the Seven of Wands, it looks like you can really keep your boundaries up. So it's so very, it's distanced. It feels very that there's a lot of distance here in between, and maybe we're just also reminiscing or going back, or maybe just doing some inner work to go through a connection or these type of connections again, to maybe process it a little more, because we do have, as I said, the Venus retrograde in your sign, and Mercury also is going retrograde in your sign by the end of the month. Yeah, wow, this is not good. I mean, not, you know, good, bad, but this seems very dramatic. And this person seems very dramatic also. Maybe you're dealing with a drama queen and you're really trying to, you do understand, and it could be a drama king, you know, but this is very dramatic energy. We have Leo here again, so this could be a Leo. And a Leo with a Knight of Wands in the reverse. Man, this is, I wouldn't even say spicy. This is problematic and exhausting. I'm exhausted just looking at it. I mean, maybe you're into it because you're in Aries, you know, it's a fiery thing. But for you, this is something that can help you, because I feel like you're really distancing yourself from this. And this is like the healing part of what's happening here with the Temperance card, because I think you're not engaging in this thing. As soon as somebody's acting like this, you're like, even though it's maybe difficult to draw the line or to keep up your boundaries, we're like, no, I'm gonna stay over here and be calm and collected and cool and not move too close to this thing. I'm watching from a distance and learning from a distance, and that's enough, because I'm grown. I have grown as a person. All right, let's look at some charms. I don't know why, but I hear whitewashing for some reason. But we are whitewashing our memory, maybe, trying to come from a more innocent, plain place, or we're trying to disconnect or refreshen and clean up our memory, our intuitive memory also. This is this elephant charm for me. This is a feminine energy, very feminine. Could also be with a, you know, friend. It could very well be with a friend, family member, given feminine energy. Somebody is not being very grounded in their feminine. But still there is a transformational value to this with the Venus charm. This is copper, and it's oxidized copper. So this is also standing for Venus, and this is type of, it has a lot to do with this Temperance card actually, because it's really alchemizing. It's literally what's happening here with the oxidized copper. Yeah, it is healing parts where it's beneficial to healing parts of yourself, setting boundaries. It's also maybe a reality check for you, like, oh yeah, I've been really working on this. This is really working well. And it's not, you're not letting it get too physical, maybe also, you know. Maybe somebody wants to draw you in physically, but you're like, no, I'm not gonna go near this because this was upside down, which is probably a good thing. All right, Aries, that's a fun reading. I mean, fun. It's fun for me to read. I'm not sure if it's so fun for you to be in that situation, but it is a good story. I hope this is helpful. I hope this is maybe giving some more insight. And yeah, thank you so much for being here. Please come back. And please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, because I am really looking forward to reading your comments. So thanks, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.